where I come from, there's a saying which says, "Kutombera kyobo kechibukulunu kala ho," meaning that I'm sure they have heard.
No,
What
they
it
have
means
not. They're only here if you say it in English.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'm going to say it in English. It says that competence has got nothing to do with age. Competence has got nothing to do with age, but being there and knowing what to do. This country is so unfortunate. We put in power a group of people who have forgotten why they were put in power. They have totally forgotten the plot. Yesterday, we were told that we have had 28 by-elections, which means there are by-elections every 3 months. All those by-elections, maybe apart from 1 or 2, are instigated. Even yesterday, we were being told that don't talk about instigation. But of course, on the tail in the evening, it was clear the instigation which has taken place in Mongo. Now, the point is, people of this country want water, want food, want development. They don't care how green a particular place might be. That's all they need. Now we have a group of people who are prepared to spend our money on instigated issues, and they kill people in the process. And part of this item means that I'm a junior MP myself. This is my first term. Out of the 28 by-elections, I've participated in 11. So even if I was so dull, I've come to appreciate how this system works and the sort of money which is thrown around and the sort of time our colleagues spend, including ourselves, on repeating a job which does not bring relief to the people. It should worry all of us that this government, even for the budget for 2020, for important offices like the Auditor General's office, the judiciary, they are putting same amounts of money, as if activities in those areas are not going up. What sort of development is that? Isn't it common that if you get married today, at the end of the year, there should be something to show for it? What is this development where you start the year, you are going to end on the same note, and then you start another year on the same note? But for things which don't add value, that's where we are spending money. I think my colleague, Honorable Mecha, raised a very important issue yesterday, where he said, this year, 10 million on by-elections, next year, 35. But in the issues like health, education, and agriculture, which are the things which matter to all of us, you are reducing or you are maintaining the same figures, as if the population is remaining the same. We should not allow that. We should not allow that. And last week there was the issue that let's not issues of budget are discussed here. We can change figures. If you are the way, this is the time when we collectively here, we must change the figure on the proposed by-election figures from moving from 10 to 35 for next year. Because there is no value there. There is absolutely no value. We are just wasting money and in the process injuring and killing people and then bringing strife to the community. From the objectives of the ECZ, quite clearly, what was indicated yesterday is that they are supposed to conduct elections and give credible results. To do that, Madam Chair, requires men of integrity and women. And it means that they are going to report the will of the people, not the will of the party in power or individuals. That's what it means. And what it means also is that they should not abdicate their responsibility to give the police to run elections and distort things in the process. And this is why you find that, personally, I would say, in the PF, they are very good people, but the good people have become wet blankets. They have allowed the bad people to override them. So that as a result of which, the good people don't know what is happening on the ground. What we saw in Kaoma last week, where ballot papers were hidden in a room, and you have an institution which is supposed to run that. What will of the people is there? They are not offering explanations. Every time when people complain, we are being told, well, bring evidence. Why are they not talking on this one? Because we had evidence. They were there because we called them. They are mute. Why should we have such a situation? Is this PF government, the bad people within there who are subduing even the police to stop doing their job? Instead now, they are trying to do a man's will. We should not do that. It's criminal. Let the institutions do their work without hindrance or let. And we should just compete. We should not fear losing. Let's just compete. But you have somebody seated here in Lusaka originating some fake news, is not where things are happening, and everybody latches on it. Why should we have such a situation? Let's not try to win at all costs. And also we live in the communities. We people from the villages, even if we can put on suits and ties, in the villages, everybody knows the next person. So if you are buying somebody, we can even tell you who came to talk to who. Sometimes it's just out of respect. And then people should not sit and say, this and...
How many have you sold yourself?
Madam Chair.
The honorable member for Lugansenshi will leave the chamber. I will not allow that misconduct. Please leave the chamber.
Madam Chair, there is also the issue...
Order, Honorable Mbangweta. Honorable Mr. Mbangweta, continue with your debate.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The other issue is this, that you have so-called the bureaucrats, permanent secretary, participating actively in canvassing and doing the wrong things. One day, there will be difficulties caused by the executive because of the same thing of encouraging officers whom we pay, because we are the people paying taxes, to leave their offices and do wrong things. The DCs, they participate fully in politicking. We meet them, we talk to them, we stay in the same place. How can we not know them? And then somebody says, you bring proof. What sort of proof do you want? What sort of proof do you want? I meet some of those colleagues there. We meet in the field. The ones who know what happens in the field. We meet, and they're always constant. Some of them don't go there. So when we complain that the DCs should stop to participate in politics because the executive have said they are civil servants, and we have agreed, okay, they are civil servants, but if they continue participating in politics, naturally, to the disadvantage of the general will, it means then the general will put them right. The same thing goes for the permanent secretaries, whom they engage and try to do wrong things. And so they should not be surprised that some of these people will find it difficult to stay in certain places once they identify.
Honorable Mr. Mbangweta, you are now issuing threats to public workers or civil servants. You will avoid debating in such a manner. And remember that we are debating the Electoral Commission of Zambia. And you seem to be doing a cross-country debate. It is not. We are debating the Electoral Commission of Zambia, whose mandate is very clear, to manage elections and other functions. Continue with your debate.
I appreciate the counsel, Madam Chair. I'll put it this way. The function of the ECZ is to conduct elections and give credible results. The results should be based on the general will of the people, not changed along the way. I was just highlighting the issues that let the people do what they are supposed to do as given in their functions. That's the only point I was making. And I also indicated here that we've seen increasingly the police getting involved in the electoral process. Based on experience, you ask anybody who has participated in an election, they will see that increasingly. And so what we are saying is that we are encouraging the ECZ to be in a position to discharge their obligations, because we were told yesterday that they are autonomous. So if they were autonomous, they don't require any assistance from anybody unless they ask for that assistance within the law. The civil servants are welcome to do what their job descriptions say, but equally, it is not fair or expected of them to try to change the ground because they want to change the general will. I think with that is what I wanted to say. I thank you, Madam, for the opportunity.
The Honorable Mr. Kangombe.